MIADMV. All reminds me.
I'm blinded. All that whiteness. No, please don't. I tried to make it. Oh yeah, we got JJ. JJ can't play anymore, does he?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry here for Charles Sims. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys...
And now off to the races down the right side. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Third and long for Winston. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, the Texans' 4th-round pick, rookie Tyler Ervin. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Miller, the lone setback. Now Osweiler down around his goal line. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Going up top. And got his man complete. The 30. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 96 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown.
It's been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away. Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. So the ball switches back over to Tampa Bay, and as they get set in place on offense, Charles, talk about the running game and the O-line, where they stack up going into next year, because Doug Martin was only active for 8 games this last season. Rushing total dropped down to 400 yards, basically.
Yeah, they were fortunate they picked up Jaquiz Rodgers during the year, and he gave them some nice games throughout, but I start with the offensive line. They've got some good building blocks. Left tackle Donovan Smith, guard Ali Marpet. Great places to begin. I think they'll continue to try and fortify that offensive line because that will help whoever becomes their primary ball carrier.
Again, they run with Sims. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. Sims, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. But guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to flip.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On second down, here's Osweiler. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big hook up there. Osweiler to Hopkins. 66 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And speaking of Lamar Miller, up over 1,000 yards this season for the Houston Texans, 5 touchdowns as well. And the second time in his 5-year career, he topped the 1,000 mark.
And he did it missing 2 games due to injury, so just think of what the numbers could have been. But looking forward, he's such a versatile player. I would not be surprised if Bill O'Brien adds a little more to his...
They come up and spike it to stop the clock.
I didn't spike it. What are they talking about?
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Okay, so I said, ask me what's up, dog. And you said, what's up, dog. Oh, yeah. What's up, dog? Oh, Jesus, that was awful.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run here with Sims. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Buccaneers know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights.
Well, considering...
Buccaneers with the football early in the first. They're going to come away with another sack. This will go as a loss of 10. Texans have it midway through the first. Hopkins got the reception, and this play goes for a score. They strike first in the half.
That would be way over 60.
Third down from the 43. They're going to come away with another sack. This will go for a loss of 8. Fourth down from inside the 10. Here's a throw that's hurried and picked off. Bucs defense happy to get off the field. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. Pass the 20. Touchdown. Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, 79 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Osweiler's going to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the scout. Offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I really don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, one pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. A good pickup there, 22.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on 1st down. Flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
They go play action now. Osweiler. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
And you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They showed off a nice juke in the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Osweiler. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 13 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And who brought you in this world? Who said what? Oh, God. Stupid president.
2nd down, 8. Back now in Houston. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On 3rd down, Winston. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. Oh, a nifty
counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong, 79 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Miller. A strong running. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Here's Huff to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 69 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it. Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article was saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Okay, we won 34-0. No. Well. Because Seahawks versus 49ers. Oh, yeah. My girlie is actually pretty good. We don't care about the Patriots. No, we'll get another book start. I know. Such a stupid. Doesn't even make sense. Says that because he likes the Steelers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They run it again with Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Returnable for Lockett. A beautiful fake. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 72 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touch.
And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Charles, I don't want to belittle Torrey Smith because he obviously has a lot of talent, but I don't know that San Fran has seen the production out of him the last couple of years they had hoped for.
No, they haven't. And you know, just look at the raw numbers. What do you have, 53 catches in the last 2 years?
Total.
Has not been the deep threat that they expected and what he performed like in Baltimore. So what they've got to do is look at themselves, too. Quarterbacking, that's an issue for them. You know, the offensive line, so people have time to throw the deep ball and get some other receivers around him, take some of the pressure off. Because when used properly, Torrey Smith can still be a big-time player in this league.
And a look at Seattle's defense.
Earl Thomas is a range-ish free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. They're going over the middle here to Curley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
32, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
Yes.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Seahawks with the football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On the ground, rolls. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck. One of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
He lost two, and it brings up fourth.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will... And out now come the Seahawks. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle defense getting set to go. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Second down following the run.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is brought in at the 21. Oh, what a move. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shot at the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. There wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the screen, but now... They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Wilson looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
And they got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Thank you.